One of the best things about working for yourself is making your own schedule. There's no doubt about it, guys. It is 5 o'clock and I didn't do anything today. And that's not to say I didn't work. I just didn't go out today. I didn't leave the house. I stayed at home. I worked on accounting. I worked on back end, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And now I've decided at 5 o'clock that I'm gonna go out and do a little sourcing, and I'm gonna go out and get a little bit of inventory, a little bit of merchandise, some stuff I can sell. And that's the great thing about what I do and about what most of us do, is that we get to make our own schedule. I do have a live show at 9 p.m. so I gotta make this one a little bit quick. I got about 2.5 or 3 hours before I gotta head back and get ready for the live show. So let's go out on a little trip with me and see if there's any kind of good stuff to buy at nighttime. I still find it incredible how Goodwill prices these boots at 40 that I looked up retail maybe 50, won't even sell for 20 on eBay, and then I can get a Donald Trump tie for $3. People keep saying that Goodwill's looking them up on eBay. Well, apparently they don't look up Donald Trump ties, but what are you gonna do? So I originally had a video planned for you guys, and I went out and I had to pick up a camera for the live show, and I went sourcing, and I bought this Donald Trump necktie while I was at the Goodwill store, and there it is. You guys know a little bit about Donald Trump, and I paid $4 for this tie, which is a great price for those of you that are familiar with these Donald Trump ties, with these signature editions, especially these red ones. The reds seem to do better than blue in my opinion. It's a $25, $30 tie. It's not, you know, life-changing in any way, but it's a good solid profit. The other great thing about these Donald Trump ties is they tend to sell pretty much overnight. I mean, I could list this, which I will in just about an hour, and this should be gone by the morning. But the point of the video wasn't anything to do with the Donald Trump tie. I found this for $4, and I found a pair of cowboy boots for $40. And the point I was gonna make in the video was that Goodwill isn't necessarily looking up my videos or other YouTubers or even going on eBay to search out prices. Now, perhaps they are. Perhaps some of them are going on eBay or Amazon or YouTube to get their pricing. But in my opinion, a lot of the pricing is due to inexperienced, untrained Goodwill volunteers or an employee who just thinks that they know what something is worth. Perhaps they know that cowboy boots are expensive, and so they price the boots to that point. The particular boots that I found for $40, that brand was literally only selling for like 25 or 30 bucks on eBay used. The retail brand new on them were like 50, 60. I don't even recall the brand, but it just wasn't anything special. And so the fact that they had priced it for $40 was ridiculous. Nobody's ever gonna buy those boots for $40 in that Goodwill store. I'd love to put a little hidden camera on it and watch them end up at the bins or something. But obviously they didn't know that these Donald Trump ties sell for a really great price. $4 is the normal necktie price. This was sitting right next to Croft & Barrel and Target and Walmart brands. So it's apparent that they're not familiar with the eBay market, or they wouldn't have priced it at $4. This tie might have been 10. But when I got this tie and I bought it, I posted a picture of it on my Facebook group and my Instagram, both of which are below if you want to follow them or check out the picture, talking about the fact that the Goodwill employees didn't necessarily go on eBay. Maybe, again, some of them do, but mostly it's just an experience. And the backlash that I got, and this goes without saying, anytime you post anything about this guy, the backlash is just ridiculous. Listen, I don't ever talk about my political affiliations, my political parties, who I like, who I don't like, who I voted for, who I didn't vote for. Some of you might think you know, some of you might have a guess, some of you may not care, may not know. I have two rules with politics. One, I don't like any politicians. Let's just get that out of the way. I don't care who it is. None of them are in office because of you or because of me. They're in office for themselves. They're in office for power, for money, for position. Maybe some of them are good people that care about you and want to get good things done, but at the end of the day, they're in office because of them, not because of us. So politics aside, that's my opinion. Secondly, yeah, I don't share who I voted for, because in today's world, if you voted for one person and I voted for another, it seems that we can't be friends. We can't do business together. We can't share ideas because you voted for someone that I didn't vote for, or I voted the opposite direction, or for a different party, or whatever. And in my world, and maybe this isn't the same for all of you, I don't care who you voted for. If you voted for Trump and you support him 100%, good for you. If you voted for Hillary and she's not in office and you supported her 100%, fantastic. Do I agree with everything either one of them are about? Absolutely not. There are things that Hillary is about that I probably could support. There are things that Trump does that I support. There are absolutely things that the both of them do that I wish I could kick them to the curb and impeach them, or impeach him, or boot her out of whatever position she's had. They're both good people and they're both bad people. And I'm not going to go into which way I voted. It doesn't matter. I don't care. And it was shocking to me to read the comments. You can still go on my Instagram and my Facebook and probably read them, that people can't separate politics from business and personal from business. What Donald Trump does as a president, or what Hillary may or may not have done as a president, or any other office that she held, does not affect directly how you run your business. Selling this tie, this is some of the comments that I got, is that I'm supporting the sweatshops that made this Donald Trump tie. And I've got to say it's exactly the opposite. And I'm not helping Trump in this way in any way. He didn't make a dime off of the goodwill selling me this tie. Some guy that bought this retail price made Donald Trump money by paying a department store or wherever sells this for 50 or 60 bucks or whatever he got. And then he donated this tie to Goodwill. Goodwill sold it to me for $4. Donald Trump did not profit off that in any way. When I sell this to Joe Blow on eBay, Donald Trump's not going to make a dime off of eBay's fees or off of my sale or anything else. And by selling this to a used customer, to a customer who's going to wear this, that customer's not going to go to Dillard's or, I don't know, Macy's or whatever store sells these ties and pay 50, 60, 70 bucks for the tie. They're going to go on eBay and buy it used, and thus the supply and demand lowers for these ties, which requires less manufacturing. It's just my opinion. What Donald Trump does in politics, with the exception of taxes, does not affect your business in any way, shape, form, or fashion, period. The tax thing I'll go with you on, and I can agree that sometimes politicians make bad decisions on taxes. For business owners, it's tough being a business owner. We pay a lot of money. It's, if you've never been a business owner, you just started, the taxes, the self-employment, the federal, the government, the state, all that stuff eats you alive. But other than that, it doesn't affect you. And so the other comments I got is that people don't want to support his position or his name by selling the tie. If you don't support him, that's great. That's fine. Selling this item does not mean you support him. It means you're supporting yourself. You're supporting your business. You're putting food and drink on the table for your family, for yourself, for your wife, for your girlfriend, for whomever. And honestly, my lesson to you guys is this: to treat inventory, merchandise, as long as it's legal. If you're selling drugs, I can't really help you. But if you're selling merchandise that's legal, call it a widget. This is widget A. And if I sell widget A and make $30 profit, and I'm gonna give everybody a drinking chance, and I sell widget B and I make a $30 profit, when these two items ship out the door and arrive to customer A and customer B, and everything's cool, customers approve it, there's no returns, I'm never gonna think about these again. They're out of my life. I might remember them as a sale, like, yeah, I sold a Donald Trump tie, I sold a fire truck bell 10 years ago, whatever the case might be. But at the end of the day, they're widgets. I made 30 bucks, I made 30 bucks, they're gone. There's $30 in each hand, and it's the same $30 no matter how I split it up. So even if you don't support him, and you do support him or whatever, selling his merchandise or anyone else's merchandise doesn't mean you've given up your values or shown a political position. The only position you've shown is the position of business and making money. Keep your personal views, your political views out of your reselling, out of your business, out of your plumbing company, out of whatever it is that you do for a living. These things are over here, and these things are over here. The only time they should ever cross paths is if we're talking about something that affects small business or business owners, such as taxes or things of that nature. But even that directly doesn't, immediately affect what you are going to buy and sell this for. So that's my lesson for today. It wasn't the video I planned. I apologize for having to do it. If you do go over to my Instagram or Facebook and you want to comment on those pictures, please feel free to do so, but keep it PG at least. One of the comments that I got was just, they were horrendous. They were horrible. They called me garbage for wanting to sell this. Listen, I don't care what the merchandise is. I'm gonna sell whatever I can make money on. So if you wanna call me garbage, I'll delete the comment and move on. I'll block you, whatever, it's easy. Those of you that say I filter my channel, when you talk trash, yeah, I'm gonna filter you. So hopefully you guys get the point of this video. Hopefully I don't get a lot of backlash. Don't unsubscribe from me because I chose to sell a Donald Trump tie. I could give two craps about the tie, who's on it, or where it comes from. All I know is I bought it for $4 and I'm gonna sell it for 34 or 29 or 24 or whatever I'm gonna get out of it. That's all I care about. And at the end of the day, if you like Hillary, you like Trump, if you like The Rock or Hulk Hogan to be president or Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm still your friend. I'll still follow you and everything will be awesome. So enjoy your evening, guys. Live show in about an hour and 10 minutes or so. Make sure you're there, right back here on the channel, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Hopefully, I'll see all of you there. Good night, guys.